morning, Rumble Studios. Let me see if I got some audio here. Yeah, it looks like we got audio. Good morning, Rumble Studios. Good morning, Rumble Studios on this 05.05.2025 Cinco de Mayo Day today. Current time 06:14 a.m. Eastern Time here in upstate New York. That'd be the southern tier of upstate New York where I live and reside on this Monday morning, start of new week, and working towards the weekend. And let's see, are we going in and out? We're going in and out there. Okay. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. There we go. Okay. Testing. Do we have audio? Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2 3. There we go. Testing 1 2 3. Hang on for a minute. Testing 1 2 3. I think we have audio. Testing 1 2 3. Okay, we got audio there. Let me check on the device here. We got audio there. Yep, we got audio. Okay. Hang on for a minute. Let me reset this, folks. Testing 1 2 3 4. Testing. I don't know what's going on here with my. It's blinking. Testing. Testing 1 2 3 4. Try something. Testing 1 2 3 4. Testing 1 2 3 4. Good here. Okay, it's good. Hey, Tim Fan 40. Good morning, and good morning, Tony D. Okay, it's good. Good morning, Tony D. Okay, I'm just not. That's not normal on my side here. I'm just getting a blink, blink, blink. Testing 1 2 3 4. Testing 1 2 3 4. Oh, I think. Oh, we don't want that. Hang on. Testing 1 2 3 4. Testing 1 2 3 4. Testing 1 2 3 4. Okay, I'm not getting it over here on the thing here. Let me see something here for a moment. I didn't. Typical Monday morning shenanigans here on the thing. So I don't know why that's not. Let's see. I got everything going in there. Yes. Testing 1 2 3 4. Testing. I think that's better. Okay, we got it. Okay, that light's still blinking there. Okay, all right. We're. I think we got sound. I'm hearing the sound. We got sound. Yeah, but I'm just not hearing it on this this laptop here. Let's see. Oh, we do have the morning coffee. Thank you. Morning coffee here this morning for hashtag positive start to the day, hashtag PSTTD. And I'm trying to square away why I'm not getting any sound over here on my laptop. because I do have the earbuds in. Okay, I've got that. So how come I can't hear it? Let me see if I refresh this. Okay. Let me see. All right, we fixed it. We fixed the issue. We fixed the issue on the fly here. Good morning, folks. Rich Roberts, at Fireman Rich over there on X, as well as here on Rumble Studios. We're pumping it into Rumble, Locals, Twitch, YouTube, X Live, and Kick. We're on 7 platforms, and as we start the broadcast here, we're going to say, what the hell's going on here now? Okay, there we go. We say good morning to Tony D. Good morning to you, sir. Salute, my brother veteran, my good friend and fellow broadcaster.
Morning, Tony D.
The missus is up. And also, Tim Fan 40 is in the house. Thank you. Yeah, you can hear me, but I couldn't hear myself over here on the earbuds over here. So just wanted to make sure the soundboard, I don't know, it didn't warm up right enough. Let's see, Tony saying hi on the Rumble side there, or on the YouTube side, checking all the things. And good morning, Tina. Our Jersey girl is here. Good morning, Tina. Thank you for being here. And the missus says, good morning, Tina. I hope all went well with you Friday. And we're glad to see you here this morning. And as far as that goes, you didn't get any notifications. Not sure what's going on with that. I did everything I was supposed to do. I had an audio thing, but I don't think that's related with the notifications. I got notifications as far as that goes, so you might want to check your settings. I got them both on Rumble, Twitch, and the like. So you might not have got them all. There's been some updates over the weekend on some things there. And Tam Fan was telling me the audio is good there, but I'd like to hear it because I put up a broadcast yesterday, a chicken dinner that I was just before going to the broadcast. I was listening, and it might be because I didn't have the volume up, so I have to double check that. I don't think the volume came up on that. And then Tony D saying hi to Tim Fan 40. And Tony's telling me audio's good. Okay, thank you, Tony. I just wanted to make sure. You know how I'm a stickler about the audio. I've had my share of incidents there. Tony's saying hi to Tina, and Tina saying good morning to Tony from the Twitch side there. Mama Moose, hey, good morning. Good morning. How you do, Mama Moose? Coming in for our EOD person there that is coming in from Las Vegas, I believe, right? Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong, Moose. And you told me your name, Brett. I might have lost. It's a Monday. Masa. We'll just call you Masa. That's what I called you. You gave me your first name last week, and I'm sorry, Masa. Tina's saying good morning to the missus also, as far as that goes. Thank you. And hi, Lord. Tina's not, she wouldn't be a Lord. She'd be a Lordess. Whatever the female version of that is, I guess. So glad to have you here. And we are getting our day started here. Like I said, I got the morning coffee. We got the Monday morning bugs out here. Everything's going smoothly, setting it up and stuff like that. And I come on and, I'm a little skittish on the audio as far as that goes. So, but we're off and running. I hope everybody had a good weekend. I did. I had a great weekend. And let's open the curtains here for Jack for Cat TV. And Jack, he's running around here. As far as that goes, but I hope everybody did have a good weekend. Friday, no chess game Friday. We're going to be playing chess tonight, I believe, Monday night. We changed to Monday night, so we're going to have a chess game tonight. as far as that goes with my neighbor down the street. And then what is it? Saturday, I did 4 hours worth of broadcasting Lord of the Rings online. I did a 4 hour broadcast, and that went very well. Went very quickly, and I had fun doing Lord of the Rings. I don't play that game enough, and I did play the PUBG Battlegrounds with my good friend and PUBG Battleground playing mate there over in Scotland, Wingnut, and we're eating it up. We had some. There were some games. You're gonna have the cheats. There's nothing you do. You can't get frustrated with the cheats. But I did get yesterday when I was just after I posted up the chicken dinner that I got last week sometime on a solo play. I got another one, so that be hopefully I got to check the audio on the one I put up yesterday and see what I did wrong because I'm not sure because I was trying to listen to it on this laptop. But anyway, we're playing some PUBG. So and what else did we do? We went down and got a bale of hay. We bought a bale of hay Saturday, the missus and I. We put some grass seed down last year. We had some shrubbery removed, so we finally put some grass seed down, and we've got a bale of hay to put that over outside there. And but it was raining for the most part all weekend long. We got cloudy skies out there right now. And currently here in the southern tier of upstate New York, it is 58 degrees Fahrenheit. As far as that goes, that's 14 degrees Celsius. So the weather was all right, I guess. Other than the rain, it was rain. It wasn't really a heavy rain. Maybe a few times and stuff. We had some thunderstorms. As far as that goes, and Masa says that. It's the first time it's rained here in Vegas in 6. Really, Mas. Okay, you are mate. Okay, Vegas, and it does. I would take it. It doesn't rain that often. And 6 months ago, there, like you said, it just. How much rain did you get, Masa? How much rain did you get? Yeah, weird. That is weird. What the weather can be weird. Yes, it can be weird as far as that goes. And um, let me look. Okay, you're going to look it up. Okay, very good. Go ahead. I'm just curious as far as how much you got because that's a desert area. Yeah, it doesn't get that much dry and desert like out there in Vegas. But 58 degrees Fahrenheit here. That's 14 degrees Celsius. You got like, oh my God, that's a lot. 0.05 inches. It's just, as soon as it hit the ground, it was gone. That's funny. That is funny. That is funny, Masa. That is funny. Oh my God. You looked up tub, TUP. Okay. What's tub? I'm not sure what tub is. Let's see. But here in the southern tier of upstate New York, the day looks like it may be another. I think we're supposed to have rain throughout the week, so we're going to have a lot more rain than out there. We'll probably have more rain this week than Las Vegas gets in probably 5 years, maybe. Who knows? Yeah, you looked up. You had barely rain. Yeah. It's like I was saying, as soon as it hits the ground, it's gone because the ground probably out there is so dry. Here we're going to have considerably cloudiness, which we do have a lot of cloudiness. I see a little bit fog up on the hills there, here in the southern tier of upstate New York. Occasional rain showers this afternoon. Thunder possibly. High around 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds out of the east by southeast. That is different. The wind's coming out of the east. That is definitely different. At 10 to 15 miles an hour, chance of rain is 40%. The sun rose this morning. We're under 6 a.m. The sun rose at 5:57 a.m., which is 31 minutes ago. 5:57 a.m. The sun rose here in southern tier of upstate New York, and it's going to be setting tonight at 8:09 p.m. That's that's evening time there. The sun will be going down. That's good. But with this cloud cover, it'll seem they'll seem earlier and stuff. So our world times and temperatures as I speak in Honolulu, Hawaii at 12:28 a.m. Currently there in Honolulu. Cloudy skies, 73 degrees Fahrenheit. In Phoenix, Arizona at 3:28 a.m. currently there in their morning time, early morning time. Cloudy skies with a little clearing, 57 degrees Fahrenheit. Chicago, Illinois, the windy city of Chicago at 5:29 a.m. currently there. Raining in Chicago, 48 degrees Fahrenheit. And down in New York City at 6:29 a.m. At 6:29 a.m. here in the southern tier of upstate New York, we've got heavy rain showers in New York City at 61 degrees Fahrenheit. And let me see what we have here. There he is. That's what I was looking for, Tina. You knew what I was looking for. Down there in Central Jersey, where Tina's at, our Jersey girl, it's going to be high as 65 degrees Fahrenheit and 57 degrees for the low. And Tina says that it is raining currently there in Central Jersey. Down in Warner Robins, Georgia, where Tony is from, 52 degrees Fahrenheit currently. So we're about 6 degrees higher than Georgia. He's down there in Warner Robins, Georgia, south of Macon, which is Macon is south of Georgia, or south of Atlanta, Georgia, I should say. So, but Tony's going to have a high of 77 degrees Fahrenheit, a low of 51, and clear down there. Boy, we're getting a rainy day up here in the Northeast. And East Coast kids. Yeah, there you go, Masa. East Coast kids. There we go. We're on the East Coast as far as that goes. Going across the pond, the Atlantic Ocean to Cork, Ireland at 11:30 a.m. Cloudy skies, 54 degrees Fahrenheit. In Milan, Italia at 12:30 p.m. Mangia, lunchtime in Milan, Italia, where it's cloudy and 66 degrees Fahrenheit. Skipping over to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia at 6:31 p.m. Sunny and clear in Kuala Lumpur, 88 degrees Fahrenheit. Tokyo, Japan at 7:31 p.m. Cloudy skies in Tokyo, 64 degrees Fahrenheit as a temperature. And down under on the great continent of Australia, great country of Australia, great friends and allies to the United States, the Aussies are in Melbourne, Australia at 8:31 p.m. in their evening. Cloudy skies, little clearing, 72 degrees Fahrenheit. And to the east, it's Sydney, Australia at 8:31 p.m. in their evening. Clear skies, 66 degrees Fahrenheit there. And those are world times and temperatures as I speak. Going to put a program note out there. I'm looking at the calendar. More than likely, the last week, oh, that's April. How come? Oh, that's April. How come I got April there? We're in May. Oh, that's right. I looked at the calendar yesterday. There's the calendar. Okay, there's the calendar. The last week of May, which would be this week right here, that's the last week. Probably Wednesday will be my last. I'll be broadcasting that day, but anything for Thursday, Friday, going into the weekend, I'll be offline. I'm not even going to be doing my morning. I may still do my morning tweets. I will still be on. I will still probably, but the last 3 days, that Thursday and Friday, there will not be any Friday broadcast, and I probably won't be. If I do broadcast, it's going to be at an undisclosed location. We're going on a little trip, I guess, or something like that. But I was looking at the whole week, but then I was recalculating. It's probably just maybe just Friday. There might not be no Friday morning coffee on the 30th of this month. So just to give you an updated program, I got to look at that as we get closer and stuff like that on the schedule. So, I wonder what. Oh, that's right. I was looking at that calendar yesterday. We were looking at something there. The missus and me. No, that was Saturday. Was that like that? Saturday? No, it was yesterday. Yesterday. That's right. Yesterday. I put it up wrong. Okay, let's see. Let me check Kick. Kick looks like it's going good. We have one. Oh, that doesn't say how many people we have over there. There's nobody over on Kick. On Facebook Live, let's check the Facebook Live. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. How come it didn't come in Facebook? Oh, wow. Are we? Oh, we're missing Facebook on here. What happened? Okay, hang on. We're missing Facebook, folks. Let me put the hot link on the Fireman Rich. Okay, we put the hot link. I guess I forgot to tag. So we only have six platforms we're broadcasting in right now. Oh wow, okay. We are broadcasting on X Live. So who do we have on X Live? We have two people over on X Live. Good morning to the folks on X Live and Kick and Facebook. If you got the hot link. Okay, so okay, Facebook is missing. Okay, I thought there was something missing up there. No problem. It's a Monday, right? We're more than 75% going good this morning. So those are world times and temperatures. We do have a thought for the day, and it comes from good old Grandma Moses. Is Grandma Moses a real person? Well, Anna Marie Robertson Moses, or Grandma Moses, was an American folk artist. She began painting in earnest at the age of 78. So she didn't get started until later in her life. Age 78, she started, and is a prominent example of a newly successful art created at an advanced age. Moses gained popularity during the 1950s, having been featured on the cover of Time magazine in 1953. She was born in Greenwich, New York, and she passed away after 101 years in Hoosick Falls, New York. So she is a New Yorker. And let's see. Hey, Deplorable, good morning. Good morning. Coming in on the Rumble side. Glad to have you here. Hope you had a great weekend. We're just getting started here amongst our minor issues that we're having here a little bit, but nothing big. Glad to have you here. And so Grandma Moses, we have a quote from her, and her quote and our thought for today goes as follows. Once it comes up, is it going to come up on the Surface 3? Is it? There it is. Okay, on our Surface 3. Was a good weekend, Deplorable says. Good. That's very good. I that's all you can ask for is have a good weekend. I think we all did. So our quote from Grandma Moses. Let's see, where is it? There it is. Life is what we make it. Ain't that the truth? Always has been, always will be. Grandma Moses. And Liberty. Hey, there she is. There, Liberty's up there. Good morning, Patriots and the missus. Coming in from Buffalo, Niagara area. Good morning, Liberty. As far as that goes, good morning. And I like the flag. I love the flag on Rumble. That's cool. Thank you. So life is what we make it. Always has been, always will be. Grandma Moses. Thank you, Grandma Moses. Wow, that's I can hear her saying that. You know, life is what we make it, and it's always been and always will be. You can either make it good or make it bad. Hopefully, you make it for the good, as far as that goes. But she's suggesting that we have the power to shape our own experiences and destinies. It's what you make it, folks. It implies that while external factors may exist and they may pressure you to do something or whatever, ultimately our attitude and choices basically determine the quality and direction our lives and are going to be going towards. And this has always been the case and will continue to be. So there we go, as far as from Grandma Moses. And Tina says, yes, choose to be positive. Yeah, you have to. Well, there's people that choose not to be positive, Tina. Okay? That's the problem. Hey, Captain Rehab, good morning. That's the problem. We have people. There's a group of them out there that they have nothing. They just look towards the negative. They look towards, okay, this is wrong. This is wrong. This is wrong. And then you have those blowhards that the only thing they can say positive if they're talking about themselves. They can't talk. Maybe once in a great while they will and stuff like that. But that's neither here nor there. I knew you were going to say, you're going to wait, Captain Rehab. I'm not even going to mention that update. You come right in here thinking this is all about you. Good morning, Captain Rehab, and I hope you had a great weekend. As far as we're moving on with the comments here, we have a sports section. Okay, I'm not jumping ship to skip like five sections. Captain Rehab, give me the update. Give me the update. Oh my God, like you're demanding and stuff. Take a seat and take a chill pill, my friend. Glad to have you here, though. We will get an update. What would Grandma Moses say? I think she'd say the same thing, Liberty. She'd be saying the same thing. It's what we make it and stuff. And Deplorable says, was it your perception of the world around you will always shape your... Exactly. Yes, exactly. As far as that goes. I believe... It doesn't matter, Captain Rehab, on what side of the aisle you are, okay? Believe me, I can show you a share of people on both sides as far as that goes. That doesn't even come to play when I'm saying, okay? Sometimes you got to get your head out of the proverbial political cesspool and stuff like that and really look at what's around and stuff. It's not all about that. Though the perception gives it as such, okay? Yeah, there we go. Back at you, my friend. And Tina saying good morning to her nephew, Captain Rehab. And Captain Rehab has to wait his turn. Yeah, I knew he was going to do that because he won big this week. Oh my God. We'll get to it when we get to the sports there and stuff like that. Captain Rehab, he's just clowning around and stuff. We love Captain Rehab. He's a good guy. And Captain Rehab saying hi to his auntie and stuff like that. So we're all good. We're all good in the hood here as far as that goes. And what do we got here? Is that I can't see who that is. Who's that doing the dancing? Is that Bowie? I can't see. It's not let me see what it is and stuff. So thank you, Grandma Moses. Life is what we make it. Always has been, always will be. Grandma Moses. God bless and Godspeed. I didn't realize she was a New Yorker. Oh, the Rick roll. Okay, gotcha. Okay, Deplorable. Okay, I could see it now. Okay, Rick. Yeah, okay. Because it's so small. I'm thinking that's right. Now I see. Okay, the Rick roll. I got Rick rolled. in the chat. Oh, that's cool. Okay, let me put that up again. That's Rick Roll right there. That's good. That is good. Okay, our national day today, of course, it's Cinco de Mayo, so that was. Uh, but we do have other ones. Melanoma Day. Okay. We got National Astronaut Day, May 5th, because May 5th, 1963, Alan Shepard was launched on a Mercury Redstone rocket, and he punched into outer space and came down. He took sort of like the same type of flight that the Origin, but he was actually working controls, so he's a real astronaut, unlike those 5 females that went up on the Blue Origin. I don't really consider them astronauts. They just took a ride. And did someone say tequila? I don't know. Tequila, yeah. Too early for tequila right now, deplorable. Let's see. We have National Silence the Shame Day. Don't know what that is. We have National Hoagie Day. That would be a good one, but today is May 5th, Cinco de Mayo Day. So that's what we're going to go with. Cinco de Mayo Day, and that's what everybody will be talking about, of course. Hashtag Cinco de Mayo Day. Cinco de Mayo Day, deeply rooted history in the Franco-Mexican War influenced Mexican-American communities in the early years of the American Civil War. In the early 1860s, as the Civil War erupted, these communities took up the banner of the Cinco de Mayo celebration as a way to commemorate the cause of freedom and democracy. Today, in the United States of America, celebrates Mexican-American heritage and pride annually on May 5th. So, and it was on June 7th, 2005, the United States Congress issued a concurrent resolution. The resolution invited the President of the United States to issue a proclamation calling upon the people of the United States to observe Cinco de Mayo with appropriate ceremonies and activities. So there we go, Cinco de Mayo. And I guess that's why we got, did someone say tequila? Yeah, Cinco de Mayo. Tequila would come into play later, as far as that goes. They aren't astronauts. They are experts. There we go. Everybody's an expert some these days. Deplorable. Yeah. Yeah, but May 5th, 1963, Alan Shepard. I was just a small young lad. I remember watching that on the black and white TV, and that was an exciting. I'm jumping the gun. I did the history early. Oh my God. Captain Rehab's going to be upset because just kidding. Just kidding. But May 5th is an important day, I guess you could say. Let's see. Tomorrow we will be doing a Mixcloud broadcast on Tuesday. It's that Tuesday thing that I do, the fireman or the Tauga radio show where I present 8 songs, and as a retired fireman, doing the radio thing on this thing called the radio, doing this thing we call the internet. Oh, doing this thing on this thing called the internet, playing a want to be radio DJ, remembering playing and listening to all the oldies of rock and roll past and the newest of today's rock and roll, playing, listening to the music, this cloud called Mixcloud, which is a great platform of good listening music that simply pops. So we'll be doing Mixcloud tomorrow. The last one we did was 22nd of April. That's 2 weeks ago. Wow. Time is going fast. Let's see. Time's not going very fast here. It's just only 36 minutes. Wow. That's good. Let's see. We do have in our history section, 100 years ago. Let me just make sure. Community. Yeah, the last one was the 28th of April. So they're doing them every Monday. So I think Wednesday will be our day when we do 100 years ago. It seems like every Monday now, Fox 40 is putting them out on a Monday night. So we will, I will probably be talking about it tomorrow on. No, I won't. I won't be talking about it because it's a Mixcloud broadcast. So I don't do that sort of thing. Or do I? No, I don't. No, I would just present songs and stuff like that. So there's no commentary. But if it was the Tuesday morning Fireman Rich audio podcast, we would, and stuff like that. So let's see. In history on this day, it was 1904. Cy Young, the Boston Americans, threw the first perfect game in modern era of baseball, pitching against the Philadelphia Athletics at the. Oh, that's a fan on my. We got all sorts of things. Pitching a perfect game at the Huntington Avenue grounds in 1904. What is going on with that? Let me check something here, folks. Oh, that's stuck. Okay, that's why. Okay, we'll take care of that afterwards. Okay, that's stuck there. Okay. That's my other computer box there that's the fan went on. It's stuck. I don't want to reboot it because if I reboot it, I take this one down too. Let's see. Michael Palin, the English comedian from Mighty Python and A Fish Called Wanda, was born in Sheffield, Yorkshire, 1943. I can't think of let's see, what's this guy look like? I remember Mighty Python, but I don't remember this particular actor. Let's see what it looks like here. I want to see what his mugshot looks like on the internet. Michael Palin. Oh, okay. Yeah. He's one of those guys. He's one of the group there from Mighty Python. Okay. Gotcha. And let's see. Billboard's Top 100 charts debuted 65 years ago today with Elvis Presley premiering on the top of the list with Heartbreak Hotel, a classic song there from Elvis. But the Billboard Top 100. Yeah, that's my tagline there. I'm a social media observer and social media enthusiast. And Captain Rehab says good morning.
Good morning.
There you go, Captain Rehab. She said good morning from the depths of the background, as you like to listen to. Like I was saying, today in history, May 5th, Alan Shepard became the first American in outer space. And Alan B. Shepard Jr. became traveling as he made a 15-minute suborbital flight aboard the Mercury capsule Freedom 7 on a Redstone rocket, as far as that goes. And Casey Kasem on the Sunday radio. There we go. Yeah, that's for sure, Liberty. God bless him. I always loved listening to him. So that was a 15-minute suborbital flight, but he was an astronaut because there was things he was actually doing in Freedom 7 as far as not just sitting there and then once getting up to the top, take a flower. Oh, I got a flower. No, you don't become an astronaut. An astronaut, you're actually doing work. You're just a passenger. Okay, because I'm on an airplane, that I'm a pilot because I flew on an airplane? No. I'm not even a crew member. I'm a passenger. That's what those folks were. They were passengers. Are you part of the flight crew when you're on an airplane going from New York to Los Angeles? No, you're a passenger. That's what those people were. I had to laugh when they call themselves astronauts. It's like, unless you're actually working in space, you're an astronaut. If you're just along for the ride, you're a passenger. Passenger. And those were passengers as far as that goes. Yeah, passengers, exactly. That's how I looked at it. When they said they were astronauts, like, okay, I think that's a little bit of a stretch. You know, you went into outer space. That's all. That's pretty cool and stuff like that. But don't push it. You know, you're not first civilian astronauts. And they're not even the first civilian astronauts. We've already had that there. And oh, I don't know about it. They left the ground. I'm not even opposed. That's a conspiracy statement there, Captain Rehab, over on Twitch there and stuff like that. But I'm not even going to post that because they did go up. They did go up. There's video of it and stuff like that to verify that. Let's see, 1821, Napoleon Bonaparte. He passes away at 51 years old. Died in exile on the island of Saint Helena. 1862, Mexican troops repelled French attacks on the city of Pueblo de Los Angeles in the Battle of Pueblo, also known as the Battle of Cinco de Mayo. CGI generated video. Yeah, okay. If you believe that. I don't think they'd waste it. No. It's all good. It's to promote the Blue Origin rocket and stuff like that because they're having a little problem with their big rocket right now, just like Boeing is with their space. The only one that's getting it done is SpaceX, because even the what did I see on the internet here from the space guys there? There's a rocket. They canceled the program and stuff like that. They have one rocket to take us back to the moon, but they have to reevaluate when programs they're not significant enough. They try and do these um, publicity stunts. I'm not going to say it's a stunt, but it's to put eyes on that particular program, and that's what Bezos is doing because what's going on with that? That's not good. Okay, we may go offline. Let me see. I got to turn this off. Okay, that's off. We're still on. Okay, that's good. We don't need that extra noise back there. Let's see. Continuing in 1945, in the only fatal attack on the U.S. mainland during World War II, Japanese bombed balloon bombed exploded in the Great Gerhardt Mountain in Oregon, killing a pregnant woman and 5 children. They used to pull and this was classified up until just recently here. That during World War II, Japan would make these balloons and they fly them on the trade winds and they drop bombs. Um, so, we did have the Kentucky Derby this past weekend. In 1973, Secretariat won the Kentucky Derby, the first of the Triple Crown victories in a time of 1 minute and 59 minutes. 0.4, a record that still stands. And this Kentucky Derby this past weekend was a sloppy one. It was sloppy. Let's see. SpaceX is miles ahead of everybody else. Isn't that they got the thing about SpaceX right now, deplorable. They got to get this Starship going because that's the next step for them. They got to really work on that. And there's the Starship, the next Starship. I think it's Starship test number 8 has been delayed. As far as so they got to watch that. And let's see. Yes, the rocket that would take us to the moon for the first time. No, the Apollo took us there for the first time. I can't remember what's the name of that. The Ares. They're going to still launch the current one. They have one that's going to be operational, but the continuing program is getting a little out of hand, I guess, financial wise. So they're taking a look. It doesn't mean they can't bring it back too, Captain Rehab. So they're reevaluating that as far as that goes. They just don't scrap that particular. They're still working. It's the same thing with the B-1 bomber. President Carter canceled the B-1 bomber program, but they kept a little bit of it going on a test program. And then when President Reagan came in, he ended up implementing the B-1 bomber program, and we got B-1 bombers in the Air Force. So, And Deplorable says he will get it done. Yeah, I think Elon will. They just got to get back on track and stuff like that. There's a lot going on though, and stuff. Okay, there's our history. Let's see. We're still there's no 100 years ago, so we're going to go right into the sports, Captain Rehab. Okay, I know you're just sitting at the edge of your seat as far as that goes. Let me get my little notes. I'm not going to do the chart or anything like that. I just got the notes here. Here, I got the notes right here. You should already know. There were some pretty good games. Not as good as that 108-yard pick six, as far as. Yes, I've been dying. Yeah, because I'll be talking about you in a sense, right? It's all about you. You think? See, that's. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. In our sports, starting with the NBA, because they are doing. They finished the playoffs, as far as how that's going to work. And it looks like the Warriors, they won the game 7 last night, 103-89, over the Houston Rockets. They took it to a 7th game. So I'm not much of a fan of the Warriors. I don't think they're going to go that deep. But let's see. The Warriors won last night, 103-89. Which gives and then I think the Clippers, the Nuggets. I think, did you say the Nuggets were going to win there, Captain Rehab? Yeah, the Nuggets ended up winning, Denver. So the conference semifinals are set. Well, actually, they started yesterday. Oh my God, Pacers beat Cleveland in game 1. Oh my God, 121-112. And this was in Cleveland. Oh my God, I just seen that. Ooh, Cleveland. Where's Wow, the Pacers. Wow, yeah, I'm just seeing that. I thought they were starting today. No, it was Sunday. Celtics will be playing tonight. The New York Knicks. I got to watch that game tonight. And in game 1, wow, Cleveland. Wow, that's something. Let's see. 7 o'clock tonight, Celtics and Knicks. That'll be an interesting. That's up there in Boston. And then you have the Nuggets. I guess they play the Thunder today. When did they play? Oh, they played Saturday, so they can play. They're playing tonight. And then tomorrow it's game 2, Pacers and Cleveland's. I'm just talking about the East. I could give a rat's ass about the. Well, I guess it is the West there. The Nuggets and where's the Warriors? Okay, here's game 1 for the Warriors. They play the Timberwolves tomorrow. So that's pretty much the lineup. And Tyson Halliburton. Who is Tyson Halliburton? You say the name. It's like when I do Bell Kings Fantasy Football. Tony and Michael Bathurst always mention these guys' names, and I don't. Oh, okay. He was a star for Indiana. Okay. I did watch. What is it? The Indiana Fever. They killed Brazil, the national team Brazil, yesterday. I had that on. It was right after the football game yesterday, the UFL football game, and they killed them 100-something to 30-something. It's like, why did they even show up? I guess they had it there at Iowa State University as a preseason game for the women's basketball NBA. So, wow, that Cleveland Cavalier loss just got my attention, I guess. Let's see. Moving to baseball as we get closer to the UFL. The Boys of Summer this weekend, starting on Friday night. We had, let's see. Starting Friday night. And see, this person that you're mentioning, these two people, I have no clue who they are, Captain Rehab. I have to put them in the Google thing. That so you, Tony, and and Michael Bathurst for the most part. You guys know the players. I don't really. Let's. Oh, he has to. Okay, for Cleveland, he's the hot hand for Cleveland. Okay, gotcha. Oh, he didn't play yesterday. That's why they lost. Oh, okay. That was a key. He's a key player. Is he? I guess I take it he's injured then. If he didn't play yesterday, he must be injured. They must be saving him for the length of the series. So they thought they could do it without him. So, and that's the guy from Indiana that got it done. NBA basketball just got my attention. Yeah, okay, it is injuries. Okay, for that one guy. Okay, injuries. Good update. Good update, Captain Rehab, helping me out here in the sports. See, that's why I save it for the last. It's just like the boys of summer. Let's see. We have starting Friday. We had the Mets. They beat the Cardinals. There we go. That's a good start. 9-3. And then Saturday, the Yankees lost to the Rays 3-2. The Mets did not play Saturday. Did the Phillies play? Let's see. Phillies didn't play. Let's see. Did the Phillies play Friday? Let's see. That's Captain Rehab's team. Phillies beat the Diamondbacks 3-2. Okay. And I don't think they did play Saturday. No, they did play. Then the Phillies beat Diamondbacks, so that's 1-1. Yesterday, the Mets lost to the Cardinals. That's not good. Yankees lost to the Rays. Oh, they got and Phillies. Ooh, they got 11-9. The Phillies yesterday. Tonight or today, the Yankees will be hosting the Padres. San Diego. That was my first baseball game I saw when I played Little League. We went down to New York City, and the first. No, it was. It was. Was it? No, it was the Mets and Padres. It wasn't the Yankees. I didn't see the Yankees until. Let's see. Are the Mets playing tomorrow? No. Mets are playing the Diamondbacks out in uh, Arizona, and looks like your Phillies are off there, Captain Rehab. Let's see. Peyton Pritchard is going to go off tonight. And who is Peyton Pritchard? I gotta plug his name. I gotta put a picture to the face there. Let's see what he looks like. Oh, for the Celtics, yeah. Okay, yeah, he's a hothead. See, I know who he is by his picture, but I can't. I haven't followed him enough to remember the name. So I'm sort of a casual NBA. But the Celtics, that should be a good game today. But the Knicks, they've got a couple good players there. The New York Knicks, don't count them out. They could do if the Cleveland lost. That means um, Celtics could very easily lose as far as that goes. Let's see. Let's see. How's our sound doing? Let me do a sound. Yep. I heard me sipping coffee, so we're good. Okay. The UFL, Captain Rehab, favorite favorite organized sport, the spring football. Um, we had some good games. The Battlehawks, my team, won. That means Tony and Captain Rehab, we all won on that. Um, and then Saturday's game, I thought the Showboats were going to win. Captain Rehab, they looked like they were. It was a close one. It was a close one. They won. Captain Rehab, he likes Memphis, but he went against them. He went with the Houston Roughnecks, and he won that game. And me and Tony did not win. We both picked Memphis. So Captain Rehab, okay, Tina, we'll see you later. Take care. Good to see you. And Tina's saying bye. All she's going to go over and see Hal. He's got his broadcast cranking up there. So okay, have a good day, Tina. So the Houston Roughnecks, they're 3-3. Showboats are 1-5. Roughnecks are making a comeback there, but I tell you, I watched that game. The Showboats, they played pretty good ball. On Sunday, this is where it all fell apart. We had the Michigan Panthers won, and that's where Tony was the only one that picked Michigan, and me and Or no, wait a minute. No, Captain Rehab, you picked Michigan too, but I picked DC. So I went down. I'm like 2 down behind Captain Rehab now. Added another 2 and 1, so I'm down in the cellar there. And the last game, well, no, I picked up that game, so cancel out because the San Antonio. I picked Birmingham. Tony picked Birmingham. Captain Rehab, you picked San Antonio, so you lost there. So how's that work now? We all got to St. Louis. Let's see. You were 1 up there, 2 up. So you're 1 up on me, but I think you and Tony are still 2 apart, or he's 2 behind you. We'll have the updated chart Thursday night of the win losses for the USFL, where it looks like Tony and Captain Rehab are going head to head there. Right now, Captain Rehab, you have the lead as far as roughly right now. Okay. Um, I don't know why you went with the Brahmas. They got trounced 26-3. They're the worst. They are the worst team. Memphis, they have a chance of winning a few more games, but I think after this weekend, I think it's pretty obvious. The Birmingham or the San Antonio Brahmas are not that good. They're 1-3. Stallions, Birmingham are 4-2. Panthers are 4-2. Defenders are 4-2. Battlehawks are 4-2. Your Roughnecks and Renegades are 3-3. So that's how they line up as far as that goes. And it's going to be interesting. Showboats, they're still out of it. At 1-5, I don't see them making it, or the San Antonio. But that means there's 8 teams that are in contention so there's that's week 6. We'll be talking more about the UFL on Thursday nights at 7:00 on Let's Talk Football. That's UFL football, United Football League, the spring football at 7:00 Thursday evening for about 30 to 45 minutes to go over the week 6 and the upcoming week 7. And that's right. Let's talk football, and that's what we're doing. We're keeping it alive. It hasn't been that exciting of a season, though, Captain Rehab. There's been some moments, but I'm still watching it, and I'll still report on it, or not report, but talk about it. I'm not a reporter. Give you my opinion and my take on it and stuff like that, because there is some good play. And I was really impressed with the Showboats, though. Even though they lost by 1, they came back. And the Battlehawks and Renegades, that was a pretty tight game there. Defenders, man, Panthers, they're just looking strong. They're hot and cold, but they're still 4-2. So the Panthers, defenders are still in it because they had a couple series there that they played pretty good. And but we have 4 more weeks as far as that goes. Next month it will be the championships. So there's Buggy. Okay, let's see now. That's our sports. And what do we got time? We're at 1 hour, so I got to go refresh my coffee. And we will come back and do some news as far as that goes. And let's see. And let's see, right now we've got a total of 9 people on the Rumble Studios. We got 4 people on Rumble. Rumble rocks. Thank you. 1 person on Locals. We have nobody on let me double check that. Who do we have on YouTube? Rumble Studios is showing 0, but I just want to check something really quick here. Let's see. Yeah, we got 1 person watching. We got an audio check there. So we got 1 person on YouTube, and we got 4 people on Twitch. Thank you very much, the folks on Twitch and Rumble. You guys come through very good. And let's see, what is this? And deplorable. Yeah, Rumble rocks. There it is, the Rumble symbol. Thank you, deplorable. I love the little icons there. Love the flag, though. The flag is my favorite. And over there on X Live, we have 3 people on X Live, and on Kick, I'm not showing anybody. There's no viewers over on Kick. We're on Kick. Kick is okay. We're on there for the Monday morning. It's an extra place. On Facebook, well, they just got the hot links. I forgot to hit the. I guess I forgot to toggle the button for Facebook Live on the real Fireman Rich over there. So we got to get some more coffee. So we're going to go ahead and take a little bit of a break here. Couple minutes. We'll be right back. And so you guys just hang out and hang out there, and we will be right back as far as that goes. And we'll continue with what's going on with the local activities here in the southern tier of upstate New York. So just hang loose for a minute or a couple minutes, and we'll be right back. And we're back with an open mic. Yeah, an open mic. Oh. Turn off that loop. We had the loop going. We are back here for this Monday morning coffee 05.05.2025 at Rumble video broadcast here. I am Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich saying hello. We're on the second half of the broadcast here, and it's good to be here. We got a second cup of coffee. Would not be a coffee broadcast unless we had a good cup of coffee right here, right there. And we got to benchmark that. That's 108.45. 108.45. And what that is, folks, is 1 hour, 8 minutes, and 45. That's the screen title pick. I forgot to do it at the beginning because we had an audio issue, which seems to be okay now. I don't know if this soundboard is getting... I've had it for quite a bit. I think I had it since the Blab days, which is what, almost over 15 years ago? Is that how long it's been Blab? Let's see. We need a campaign. No, well, I'm not seeing anything. We're not with the numbers we have this morning, Captain Rehab, I'm afraid. We're not going to get We're not going to get that. Let's see. Drinking coffee here as well. Doing dallies. You're doing Lord of the Rings Online, Deplorable. Okay. You're doing the Spring Festival. I don't really get into the Spring Festival. The one festival I like on Lord of the Rings Online is the Yule Festival. I love the well, it's not really Christmas, but it's a Yule Festival. I do the maze there for the Spring Festival and stuff. So you're listening to, drinking coffee and doing some Lotro. Yeah, we had a good 4-hour broadcast. I was leveling up a Hobbit there, Rind, R-I-N-D, on Lord of the Rings Online, as far as that goes. Oh, Yule is your favorite too? Yeah, I love doing it. I try and I got it down to a system where I do 10 quests. What's my favorite one? I think my favorite one, I like doing the snowman. What's the other one? The one I don't like is, what are the things that are on the pond? They're like a glowing thing. I forget what that is. I can't think of it. You gotta take out so many of those. I don't really care for those because you get too close. It's sort of like a shock bomb going off. Just takes out all your vision. But I did the theater one. The theater can be a little tough. Oh, I know. I guess the one where you go around and you take you kick the people out. I don't really like that one because you're being mean. But then you come back, and if they're back there, you give them the coin. You give them a coin when you're going around. So they're fun. I like them. The anniversary festival had us running kinmates through old raids for the quests all weekend. Oh, okay. I do have to say, for the anniversary, I did do the fireworks one with Gandalf. I thought that was a pretty cool one for the anniversary. I did that last week. I think I did that offline. I didn't broadcast that one. So, but for the folks that are watching, Lord of the Rings, the game that me and Deplorable are talking about is called Lord of the Rings Online, and you can play that for free now. Just go to Lord of the Rings on Lord. Let me write this down first. LOTRO.com, and you up in the upper right hand corner, that's Lotro. Or else just Google Lord of the Rings Online and go to their homepage. You can play it for free. Download the client, and there's a ton of free content that you can play. And I'm a VIP. I've been a VIP from the get go. I was I was fortunate enough to have a system able to play to where I got into the open beta back in the day, and it's been going 18 years. It's good, and as far as that goes, you kick them out. You kick them out and then give them a coin. Sounds like my ex-wife. Yeah, yeah, it's sort of like one cancels out the other and stuff like that. So it's just like, but it's one of those quests that you have to do, and you get 10 of them, and then you accomplish, you get you accomplish a higher quest there and stuff. It's a fun game. It's a relaxing game. It's not as intense as PUBG Battlegrounds, but Lord of the Rings. They had their anniversary last month. They're 18 years old. I've been with them 18 years, and I'm gonna continue being with them. It is my favorite game. I like to play. Some people say, "Well, how can you play a game that's 18?" They're talking about over on PUBG. That's 8 years, and they're saying that's a real old game. I'm still playing, and I do play a game that's older than Lord of the Rings, and it's older than WoW. I think. Let me see. Let me see. When did WoW get started? Let's see. When did WoW get started? Oh, they've only been around since 2001, which is they've been around for 24 years. Wow, the game first announced Blizzard, so they've been around. Game took roughly for release. Oh, it was shown at a trade show. It didn't release until 2004. So 2004. So that would make it 21. 21 years. Lotro is 20 or 18. Let me see. Okay, okay, so WoW is the oldest one because I thought Guild Wars was that was released 2005, so that would make it 20 years. So WoW is the oldest game there between those three. I play Guild Wars. That's older than Lotro by 2 years. So I'm not even going to ask that question. No, no. Uh, she'll say that I play too much. Yeah, you got to. I don't know if you heard that one, Captain. She knows. um, Captain Rehab. No, Captain Rehab. He asked the question: can the missus give us her opinion on Lord of the Rings versus PUBG Battlegrounds?
Don't stir the shit.
Woo! Don't stir the shit. I think that's right to the point there, Captain Rehab. Let me put up. You don't worry. You don't have to put the emoji back. Oh, there you go. My goodness. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you can. There you go. That's funny. No, sometimes I get a little embellished and stuff like that. I don't think I. Well, PUBG I've been playing every day, so it's almost like back in the day when I first started playing. I'd be constantly on and stuff like that. But the what is it? Gameplay. You should. There's. It's the internet, so why not use it and stuff like that? So, Lord of the Rings Online, great game, and it can be relaxing. It be you're figuring out a puzzle, you're using your head. PUBG Battlegrounds. It's just. all I gotta say is that's probably even for a game that's a lot of people are playing COD and stuff. I can see, yeah, that's a good game. It's flashy because I play the Ghost Recon, Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon series games and stuff like that, and they're similar to that. But there's something about PUBG Battlegrounds and that just makes it exhilarating. But there's a lot of cheats. Me and Wingnut are seeing a lot of cheats on that game format and stuff like that. So it's just um, it's fun stuff. It is fun stuff, though. I gotta admit, it is fun. I do enjoy it, but you only play for a certain amount of time, and then you walk away from it and stuff like that. As far as you don't camp out all day. And I used to be one of those guys that would camp out all day, all night. As far as that goes, when I got home from work, okay, eat dinner, and then say hi, kids, and I'd be on the game and stuff like that because it's fascinating. It's very interesting. Let's see. What do we got for news here? Full disclosure, the news places I'm going to be talking about: Fox 40, WEBO, WNBF, Channel 12, WAAL, The Whale, Channel 34, WENY, and all the other ones. Full disclosure, I have no association with what I'm with these news agencies and radio outlets. I just present what they present on their web pages to give you an idea what's going on around here in the southern tier of upstate New York. And over on Fox 40, let's see. We have a tradition that's continuing, the 15th annual. Yeah, hang on. We'll get there. The 15th annual Bridge Run returns to Greater Binghamton. So let's see what this is all about. Let me get the banner here, and we'll present here Fox 40. We always start with Fox 40, and let me turn that back on there, and we'll see what this one's about. He's got his eyes closed, but let me turn this off, and we'll go back here, and we'll restart this. Here we go.
A beloved tradition returned for the running community today. Fox 40's Katie Lynn has the story.
Thousands of runners from around the world gathered today for the 15th annual Greater Binghamton Bridge Run, the city's premier running event.
It brings community together, for wellness, to get together, gather, to enjoy each other's company, and to compete and try to get your best time.
The event featured both a half marathon and a 5K, with a course that offered runners scenic views of Binghamton.
The natural and historic beauty of the bridges, like they go over 4 bridges in under one. They get to see the rivers, they get to see the confluence.
For some, the day was about testing personal limits.
I ran today to show myself that I can do hard things and I can do something that maybe I wasn't fully prepared for, but I think that it motivates me to do harder things in my life going forward.
For others, it was all about the experience.
I just think the community comes together and it's so awesome and great way to stay healthy, get fit, and have fun doing it. So, and the beer at the end.
No matter the reason they came, one thing united them all.
One thing mattered at all. What that young lady said there, the beer, the beer after the race. I like that. That's good. The beer after the race. And yeah, you like that one too, Captain Rehab? The beer. Big Juice, hey, how you do? And the beer at the end. Yeah, the beer. I used to do a lot of these runs. I don't do any running. I do a lot of walking now. I used to be an avid runner back in my younger day, as far as that goes. And hey, Big Juice is here. How you doing? How about those Cavaliers, huh? What about those Oh, wait a minute. They lost last night. Oh, we talked about it earlier, Big Juice. I didn't want to say anything. That must have been and that was at your home court there, my friend. Oh, Big Juice. Rich was beating up. Yeah, I was beating up the Cavaliers and stuff like that because. What's that? Oh, she's talking. And Captain Rehab's laughing, and Big Juice saying, "Yeah, Cavaliers, but it's not. Yeah, it's not over. That's true. They're very true. 7 games. Anything can happen in 7 games. So, but Captain Rehab did say there was one guy that was out because of injuries there. I can't remember the kid's name here. What is it? Who did he say was Richard? Or no, that's the Celtic guy. Darius Garland. Is he the guy? Yeah, Darley. Okay, Captain Rehab. Thank you. Yeah, that's what Captain Rehab said. He gave me the rundown. So that's a factor right there. If you got a key player that's not playing, but I think they're looking for the long term and stuff like that. So you could say it wasn't really a blowout, but I was surprised. I didn't know that. I didn't know they. I was so busy yesterday. I really didn't want. Yeah, I didn't even realize they played. And we did the scores this morning and stuff because the game I was watching after the football game yesterday, the UFL football was and I'm not into the WNBA, but because I saw it and I gotta say, what's that girl from Indiana Fever? Caitlin. What's her name? Caitlin. She's got the hot hand. Indiana Fever. They were playing Brazil, the national team Brazil. They killed the Brazilian team, 100-30 something. So yeah, okay. Caitlin Clark. Thank you, Captain. See, I'm not good on names. Thank you, Captain Rehab, on that. I really appreciate that. I'm not really good on names unless I really, really concentrate. Larry Bird. I know who Larry Bird is because I've seen him enough times. Caitlin Clark. I took her out. I think after the halftime because they were so far ahead. So. But I like watching the Indiana. I got to admit, I do like watching Indiana Fever because they can freaking light up the board. And I think there's other teams in the WNBA, but I just don't really follow them that much as far as that goes. Okay, so that was the 15th annual bridge run, and the bridge run in Binghamton. They go over several bridges that are right there in Binghamton. So I didn't realize. I thought it was just a 10K. I didn't realize it was a half. They have a half marathon. I might have to train for that someday. Like he gets a laugh for the missus. Like that's not going to happen. I think my running days are over and stuff like that. I just like doing the walking. Let's see. What else do we have here? Mercy House, the Southern Tier hosts. Sunday morning bridge run. We did that one. Oh, here's something. What's this? We all like doing board games.
A new business.
This is a new business. It's called a Board Game Cafe. Hosts grand opening. Let's see what this is about. It's a new establishment. Let's just see what this pertains to. And new board game. This is a new. This looks like could be in Binghamton. It looks like it might be Binghamton. Let's see what this is about here. A new board game cafe hosts his grand opening. What's that, Captain Rehab? Oh, I could trade while playing video games? No. You have to do. I'm not one of those half-ass. What can I say? Oh no, we don't want that. Let's bring that back. Here we go. Press the right. I'm not one of those. Captain Rehab says he's laughing. He's making a joke, but I got to comment on it. Buy one of those under the desk bicycles. I see that you've been seeing that commercial a lot. I take it. Yeah, they've been flooding that commercial, the bicycle thing. I don't think that. I'm not one of those half-ass fitness persons that just goes ahead and rides a bike occasionally and say they're exercising and stuff. I walk daily. That's all you need is 20 to 25 minutes worth of aerobic. Aerobic meaning you can breathe regularly, exercise, and that's what I do on the morning walk with the missus and stuff like that. That's a bare minimum to stay healthy and stuff. Anything more? If I'm going to train for a race, I'm not going to do it half-ass. And I see some of these people that ride their bicycles and stuff like that, and they're just Yeah, okay. I'll get off the subject there. It's like half-assed bicycle people. But I take running serious. I've ran a number of miles back in my younger days, and to train for a half marathon, you don't do a half-ass as far as that goes. So, but that would be good as far as just to help in general health and stuff like that. You can't use that as a training method. You want to hear something crazy? It depends. Make sure you stay within the guidelines there, Captain Rehab. Just as a friendly reminder, my friend. What do you want it before we continue on the next broadcast about the what's this one we're setting up on? The Board Game Cafe. What do you got? Go ahead, get it out here before we go to the Board Game Cafe. He's typing away right now. I'm going to drink my coffee while we get a little commentary from Captain Rehab here this morning. I'm waiting. We're going to do the countdown. Okay, what do we got? Let's see. I just saw someone who was in a bike race in New York City yesterday, and they are now allowing electric powered bicycles in the races. Although they only allow up to a certain. Really? The electric bikes, they're okay, I guess. I used to have a Peugeot 10-speed, and I raced it once when I was up at Hanscom Field. I think I came in third out of about 40 racers and stuff like that. And even that, I trained. I would go out and I would do anywhere from 10 to 20 miles of bike riding. But I did a lot of running back then. That's back when I did a lot. But I incorporated that, not a lot, but I incorporated it in my running program. But if you're just half-assed going out, it's enjoyable. Okay, enjoy the bicycles and stuff like that. But from what I'm hearing, the prices that some of these people are paying for bicycles, it's like, really? Serious? We went to the Walmart this past weekend. And I think the average price for a Schwinn and Huffy, which is just a basic bike, that's all you need if you're just casually bicycling. And that's what most people do. Rich talking dirt to us. The Peugeot and Hanscom. No, it's Hanscom. Hanscom is spelled Hascom, Air Force Base. There it is. That's how you spell it. Hanscom Field. It's Hanscom Air Force Base. It's not Hanska. It's Hanscom. And Peugeot is, I think it's F. It's French, okay? So it's an F, not a P. But Hanscom Air Force Base, that's where I was stationed at twice. Look up the Air Force Base. You'll be impressed on what they do there. I was up there as a firefighter, and I used to give lectures, fire prevention lectures to audiences up to like 200 people sometimes, 100 to 200 people, because the amount of people that were on that base. There's an MIT laboratory that's on that base also. So that tells you, they do some really stuff. I will attend a Richard lecture. No, I don't do the lectures anymore. They're not really lectures. They were just like a 30 minute type fire prevention thing. And, he had various things he had to cover. They had a requirement that everybody got fire prevention lectures at least once a year and stuff like that. Okay, so did that come on all of them? Oh, that didn't come over. Okay, let me put that. Okay, let me put this. That should be on all. That's how we say it. I'm putting it on all. That's the base right there. Hanscom, Hascom Air Force Base. Very good base. Very important base. What was the best food to eat on the base? A cheeseburger, of course. And a cheeseburger, always the best. And when we grilled outside the barracks, there was always beer and cheeseburgers, folks. So that was the best food for me. I love it. I love a good cheeseburger. Matter of fact, that's what we're going to have today when we go out to the beer tree. which is supposed to be an undisclosed location the missus has taken me to.
Yeah, drop him up. Remember, put that in there. I'm dropping you off.
She's dropping me off at an undisclosed location later today. No, we're gonna go to lunch out to the Oakdale Commons here, and have a good cheeseburger for lunchtime. We haven't been out there in a while. Okay, let's drop you off. Captain Rehab, he likes that one. Lots of laughs. All right, let's go ahead and get with this this next story here concerning this new board game. Do you all still play board games? I play them a very occasionally. Now, we haven't really played a board game in a long time, really.
No.
Because Monopoly, I'm banned for playing Monopoly with the family because I'm cutthroat. Yeah, I am cutthroat, ain't I? Mm-hmm. It doesn't care if you're a family or friend or what. I'm gonna beat you. I've always been like that. Okay, let's see what this one's about here. Okay, we got to go to the right page. Here we go.
Business has come to the town of Endicott. Fox 40's Katie Lynn has the story.
On the bustling commercial strip of Washington Avenue in Endicott, a new business opened its doors today, All Aboard Cafe.
It's been scary, it's been frustrating, but mostly happy, mostly excited.
It's not your typical coffee shop. It's the Southern Tier's only board game cafe. For small fee, customers can enjoy their food and drinks while accessing a library of board games to play.
I think that it's a good way to bring community together, a good way to get people out of the house, to get people exploring the greater Binghamton area.
Friends, families, and community members packed the cafe today to show their support.
If you think about cafes, a lot of people go to socialize, but adding that board game aspect, one, gives something for people to do, but also something for people to just come and know they're going to enjoy.
One of the things that I really liked when we sat down and talked about this is it's something unique. No one else is doing it. And it's a beautiful location to be able to do it.
Beyond coffee and games, Sarah has bigger dreams for the cafe. She hopes to donate to local food pantries, host cultural events, and even create a book club for banned books.
I think it's really important to have that altruistic attitude, support others, and pay it forward, because everything you pay forward will eventually come back around.
A tale of new beginnings and bold dreams. In India, Katie Lynn.
So a grand opening to the new board game cafe, as far as that goes, and I think that's good. The owner wants to start a new business and then give back to the community and pay forward. I like that term, pay forward. Pay for other things in the community in need and stuff like that. So that's pretty good. Captain Rehab says don't waste your time leaving Philly there. Stay in Philly and make time and join me. Captain Rehab said we had a board game cafe bar near where I live in Philly, but they closed. Well, it looked like that's a grand opening, so you got a lot of people to new things. So it depends on the longevity of a business there, Captain Rehab, as you probably well know, and stuff like that. So yeah, it's a nice thing to bring the people in, but if you don't have the constant things, and if the people just there, you gotta, it looks like they were just having drinks and there's muffins and stuff. How much coffee can you drink? As far as it goes, they charge. If I go into a diner, I can have a breakfast, and I'm going to have 3 cups of coffee. And that's going to be for free. You go in there, you have 3 cups of coffee. They charge you for each cup of coffee, and probably a lot more than what you get at a diner. As far as that goes, I love diner. Was it the River Rock? They got good coffee. Yeah, that's good. River Rock is a good diner that we go for breakfast. Let's see what else we got on Fox 40 here. I think that's it. And profit margins on alcohol much better. Yeah, I don't know if I saw it. Did you see beer? I don't know. Yeah, it's a cafe, so I don't know if they. Yeah, but the thing here in New York, probably the same thing down there in Philly. They have to get a liquor license. What's this? SUNY Broom trains students for potential disaster. What's that about?
Emergency responders filled.
Oh, okay. This is a mock disaster drill. Okay, I used to be involved in these. This is a mock disaster drill up at SUNY Binghamton. That's a community college here in Binghamton. And let's see what this one's about here.
Responders filled SUNY Broome today, but not for a real disaster, holding their 10th annual mock disaster with over 300 students participating in the demonstration, ranging from medical, criminal, justice to dental students playing a part, with sirens and equipment provided by the Shenango Fire Department and campus police, training future first responders to be ready for anything.
We've got everybody from nurses to EMS workers to law enforcement. So there's a lot of people here that have never seen anything like this. This is a very, very big situation, and especially with all the noises going around.
Okay, the mock training, that's always good. I've been involved in some of those. So this is up at SUNY Broome, where I guess they teach what the first year, they got a nursing program, I guess, up there. Yeah, okay. They have a nursing program and bringing in all the emergency services aspects on a mock, mass disaster and stuff like that. And it's almost a requirement for a lot of entities to do as far as that goes. Beer, wine, liquor only sold at state operation stores. Oh, down there in Philly? Oh, okay. Let's see. In Philly, you need to be a restaurant to serve alcohol, which is why a lot of the cornerstones that sell alcohol have delis in them. Oh, okay, gotcha. And beer and wine, liquor only sold in state operation stores in PA. I think liquors, they're sold
So
in.
it's kind of like marijuana here. It has to be a state.
Yeah,
well, I don't know. You have to have a license. I don't know.
Yeah, well, no, that I think what Captain Rehab, if he's saying state operated stores, that's the same as up in.
Okay.
It's a state operated store where it's a little bit more controlled, and I think it's Massachusetts. Is it Massachusetts? Were they state stores for liquor? No, that's not. I think New Hampshire, one of the New England states there and stuff. So I know what you're talking about, the state stores there.
That's right. You can't get it at like the grocery store.
Yeah,
you can't buy beer at a grocery store.
Yeah.
So, that's right.
But it's not like we got regular liquor stores or privately owned. These are actually controlled by the state. Yeah. So that's what because Pennsylvania, it's one of those Commonwealth things, I think, isn't it, Captain Rehab, as far as that goes? Okay, New Hampshire. That's what I said. Okay, that's where I seen them in New Hampshire, because we used to go up to New Hampshire to go to this. Yeah, that's right. On Sundays you couldn't. When I was at Hanscom Air Force Base up there in Massachusetts, we couldn't get beer, so we're like about an hour and a half from the state line, or an hour drive up to what's the town up there just across the border. But it was New Hampshire. We're less than like maybe 45 minutes from the border from where we're at. And we'd go up there to get beer because you couldn't buy beer in Massachusetts on a Sunday in the store, as far as that goes. So I'm in New York. I don't have to worry about that. Well, in New York, there was one time you couldn't buy beer until it was after 12 o'clock?
Noon on Sundays.
Yes, noon on Sundays. Now you can go in there as soon as the store opens and buy yourself a 6-pack. As far as that goes. Okay, let's see. What do we got on WNBF? I think that's the last one on WNBF. So let's see. Or Fox 40. Let's see. On WEBO, Boy Scout Troop holding chicken barbecue. We got Owego man facing drug charges after traffic stop. Ooh, that's not good. Owego Free Academy pool closed May 23rd. They're renovating the pool up there. Okay, so that's a WEBO. WNBF. What do we have on WNBF? Anything? I'm not seeing anything. Okay, let's go channel 12. Ooh, multiple agencies respond to a barn fire in Oxford. Let's see, did anybody get injured? No. All animals were safe and evacuated before arrival. All Oxford units were back in service at 2:30 and they responded at 8:30. So 8:30, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. They were out for 6 hours. So there's no video on that, so I'm not going to show that. Okay, let's see. We do have several local fire departments on a engulfed house. Let's see what this one. Several local fire departments respond to a fully engulfed house fire. Okay, let's see what this one's about. This is WBNG. Again, full disclosure, I have no association with any of these news outlets. I'm just showing you, presenting you their things that they have on their web pages that concern, to give you an idea of what's going on here in the southern tier of upstate New York.
And thank you for joining 12 News at 6. I'm Erin Lawler. We begin tonight in Brackney, Pennsylvania, where 9 fire departments responded to a fully engulfed house fire. Around 8:30 last night, Silver Lake Volunteer Fire Department were dispatched to a home on Silver Lake Creek Road. Flames were seen shooting through the roof. Vestal, Town of Binghamton Volunteer, United, Forest Lake Volunteer, Rush, Little Meadows, 5 Mile Point, and Broome County fire coordinators helped with the fast-growing fire. Silver Lake Fire Volunteer FD said on Facebook, "This is a prime example of the importance of smoke detectors in our homes." 12 News reached out to the department for more information, so stay with us on air and online as that information becomes available.
Okay, what you have here is, yes, that's a fully involved fire. It's a completely gutted out house fire, as far as that goes. And you could see that there were several fire departments that responded to this particular fire. And let me see something. I wanted to see something in the article if they have it. Let's see. And that building's a total loss. You can see as it. Yep, we already saw that. Let's see. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different fire agencies that responded. And the fire was a prime example of the importance of smoke detectors. I don't think they didn't report anybody injured. So basically, this is down there in Brackney, Pennsylvania, near Silver Lake. They went back and went across the border, and they had flames through the roof. But you can see the structure is completely gone. It's completely gone, and the fire is a prime example. So I'm taking it. I don't know what smoke detectors are important. You should have smoke detectors in your house, but this was a total loss as far as they have an aerial there, and it normally takes in this area, especially a rural area, because they probably had to tank in the water. That's another factor in a building going completely gutted like this one. But no reports of injuries, which is always a good thing concerning any type of fire, as I've always said. And but that was a pretty big fire. The barn fire was the same thing. It was basically, does one need the skills of a firefighter to be a fire investigator? Double J. Hey, Double J's, how you doing, my friend? It's it's probably a requirement to be a firefighter before you can be. I think it behooves you to have that type of experience. But I think you can become a fire inspector. But you have to have the education, Double J's. You have to have a fire science degree. You can't just, I want to work as a fire investigator. You have to go to school. You have to get to college. You probably, to be a full-fledged fire investigator, you'd have to have at least an associate's degree and stuff like that. I was a firefighter, and it wasn't until I got into my 6th year in the Air Force, I was asked, you wanted to go to fire investigation school. I said, sure, let me go. And that got me certified as a fire inspector. I got my associates in fire science, and then I got certified by the Air Force as a fire investigator. Fire prevention inspector, fire inspector and stuff like that. But most of your, if not all of the vast majority of your fire investigators, they're like in major cities. Most of those people have been a firefighter prior, as far as that goes. So it does, because. But if you just go the education route and you get your degree and become a fire inspector, and you have a fire science degree, you're going to get experience once you have a number of investigations under your hat and stuff like that. Firefighting is a little bit different than fire investigating. It's you got to know different aspects of, and you have to have a fire science degree. So if you don't have that background, you're not going to be a fire inspector or a fire investigator, I should say. So good to have you here, Double J's. I hope everything's doing well where you're at, and good to have you here. And glad that you popped in here like you usually do. You're always welcome, my friend. Always welcome. Let's see what else we got on WBNG. Let's see. Let's keep it on the firefighting note here.
In the city.
Crews use Jaws of Life to remove a driver from a crashed car. Jaws of Life, a very important piece of equipment in auto extrication, which is what the fire department does. And we'll see what this article has to present as far as that goes. Here we go.
Of Binghamton Fire Department assisted Shenango Fire and Ambulance in responding to a crash in Shenango. During the crash, a female operating the vehicle was pinned between her door and the center console of her car. The responding departments used the Jaws of Life to create space for the woman before they could remove her from the vehicle. She was then put into an ambulance after sustaining injuries to her left arm and leg.
So that car accident, you can see that's a total wreck. And you can't just yank a person out of a car unless it's endangering their life, as far as that goes. And in this case, they had no fire, so they want to make sure they have her packaged in such a way that they don't create any additional injuries that she may already have. And one of those things is they have to remove certain things that may have her pinned, like the steering column, the dash. So the Jaws of Life will actually they're a pry bar that you got more than 5,000, 10,000 pounds, foot-pounds they're spreading. They're like a spreader, and they have cutting mechanisms, various attachments. It's a very important piece of equipment for the fire department in auto extrication. And when it first came in, it was like, wow, now it's a common tool that every fire department does have. And you can see from that auto accident, there's some serious auto accidents here. They used the Sawzall to cut and remove the entire center console before removing her from the car. And they want to make sure they bring her out in such a movement that they don't disturb or move the spine, because it could be back spinal injuries in any type of car accident. That's one of the prominent items that they're concerned about in an auto car accident, as far as that goes, spinal injury. Okay, let's see what else we have on Channel 12. We talked about the fire. Okay, here's another article on the
City of Binghamton was
the bridge run. Let's go ahead and see this one as far as on WBNG. Give you another different news agency perspective. Again, no association with Channel 12 News, just presenting, give you an idea. This is an event that took place this weekend, and pretty fun stuff, it looks like.
full of energy this morning as over 1,000 runners laced up their sneakers to hit the city's annual Bridge Run. 12 News' Christina Dillon brings us behind the finish line.
On your mark, get set, go! That's the sound over 1,000 runners heard Sunday morning in Binghamton as the 15th annual Bridge Run hit the road. The course is known for its route, taking runners over 4 Binghamton bridges and underneath one.
It felt great. We ran most of it together, which honestly helped. Weather was perfect, honestly. I kind of loved having it rain on us. Yeah, it felt good. These Binghamton University students crossed over the finish line into Victory Village after the half marathon, one of the several events, including a relay, 5K, and kids race. Training, they say, months in the making. A lot of runs that I know I didn't want to do, and I struggled. Despite this struggle, one thing among multiple runners sticks out: the support of those watching. With the crowd and all the supporters along the way, everyone just had great energy. Yay, Zoe!
Along the route, just the random people that are cheering you on, it's really encouraging. And
it was this father and son's duo's first 5K. They say this all started just months ago with morning jogs to spend more time together.
a quick little jog for 20 minutes in the morning before school, and it was just a way to bond.
Now it's the son setting the pace.
I kept asking him if he wanted to slow down. He kept saying, no, let's keep pushing. So we pushed our way through the end.
Others are happy to be cheering and showcasing their posters.
I printed out pictures of their heads and I cut them out and I draw little stick figures of them running. It's so emotional. Really emotional. Like when I see, they worked really hard. Like they would wake up on Saturday and run 12 miles and I was like, I could never do that, but I was really proud of them.
Beyond the miles and all the new memories, this year's race benefits the nonprofit Broome County Urban League, which helps to empower minorities and economically disadvantaged people. Christina Dillon.
So there's another perspective of the 15th annual Bridge Run in Binghamton, New York, and it looks like it's a great. Ooh, what did that look like? That, yeah, you can see the Mets. That's near Rumble Studio or Rumble, the stadium for the Rumble Ponies play. There you can see the Mets logo. They're a Met affiliate. They're right down there by the Rumble Ponies Stadium in Binghamton, New York, and the proceeds contribute towards one of the community needs that I'm always one that say, yeah, that's cool. So a very good run there. It seemed they had good running weather yesterday with the light rain and all. So let's see, that's on WBNG. Let's see what else we got here. What are we doing on time here? Oh, okay. We're almost up at 2 hours here. So we're going to have to put it in gear here. Let's see. So there's the race, the car accident. Robotic bowling for. Okay, let's go ahead. Check the whale. The whale, the articles are the same as WNBF, channel 34. And let's see, do they have a video on that? No video. Oh, yes, they do. Okay, we're gonna go back to the SUNY Broome simulated disaster. This is off of channel 34 in Binghamton. Give an idea again, different perspective from this exercise.
Controlled chaos on SUNY Broome's campus today as several programs and local EMS teamed up to create a realistic version of a tragic accident. Over 300 students participated in the mock accident, acting as victims, triage officers, law enforcement, and others. In the fictional scenario, a group of friends were hosting a graduation party when a car drove into a crowd, killing and injuring several people. The mock accident is a chance for students to experience what a real emergency might feel like, everything from the blood to people screaming. One student involved, Aiden Doolittle, was playing a public information officer, and the media interviewed him amidst the chaos.
We've got everybody from nurses to EMS workers to law enforcement. So there's a lot of people here that have never seen anything like this. This is a very, very big situation, and especially with all the noises going around. We've got people screaming. We've got birthing mothers. We've got even news here kind of trying to talk to us. It's a lot. It's going to be a lot of pressure on everybody.
And before the event started, SUNY Broome made several announcements to the surrounding community that the noise and sirens are part of a planned drill. This was the college's 10th mock disaster.
Exactly, Double J's. They try and make these as real as possible, and the body counts and all that. Yeah, because it's in any disaster. This is minimum compared to what an actual disaster can happen, as we all know from the past and stuff like that. But it's to get the emergency services, police, law enforcement, some familiar, and even the people in the general area. So this happened on the SUNY campus of Binghamton, where they have a program for law enforcement, nursing program there at the college. It's a community college, and I've been involved in a number of those when I was in the Air Force, when I was a volunteer firefighter. Even where I worked, they had some mock-up drills as far as what could possibly happen. What are we going to do? Because if you pre-plan, that helps in a little bit. So they try and make them as real as possible. I mean, actually put the blood on and stuff like that to simulate the injury as far as that goes. Let's see. That was a good one right there. That gave you a better look at the response there and stuff. Let's see. WENY, anything on there? I'm not seeing anything. No, I'm not seeing. Nothing can beat startled factor, though. Yes, exactly. Which one's this? Fire damage in Van Etten. Let's go ahead. This is on WENY. This is out of Elmira. It looks like we got another fire story. So we're talking about mock-up disaster drills, and we've talked about some fires here. So here's another one, and see what this one has to say.
A home in Van Etten is damaged after a fire this evening. First responders were called to the home on Waverly Street shortly after 5 p.m. The home had its second-story windows knocked out as they tried to put out the fire. Burn damage was able to be seen inside the home and to the interior walls and ceiling. Firefighters were also seen inside the home with flashlights assessing the damage. No word yet on what started the fire.
Okay, the picture of what we're seeing right now on this particular response, you can see that there's no sense of urgency. So they got the fire out. It was up on the second floor. So evidently, what could possibly start on the second floor? I'm thinking, depending, what was the time of day of this this fire? Let me see. Let me get the verbiage on this. It says second-story windows were knocked out and burn damage interior walls. It could be electrical. It looks like it's an older building, and it doesn't say what time. Oh, it started at 5 p.m. So nobody was asleep. So pretty much it might be there's no word on the fire. I would almost, and the big thing, they said that they're not sure if anyone was injured. The way I'm looking at this particular picture, it's showing the firefighters just standing there. They've got a hand line off to the left. There's a firefighter there by the tree that has a Scott Air Pack on, and there's no smoke coming out, but they had fire. They knocked the windows out for ventilation. It could have been of electrical in nature of some sort, because this looks like a fairly old house. And so in old houses, you got to be careful, be aware of your electric and stuff like that. We live in a house that's 100 years old, and we got the electric is, so it's been pretty good as far as that goes. We've upgraded our service, but we could do a little bit of upgrading inside the house, I guess, too. But the service is important because let's just say where the service came in, it was a little sketchy as far as what our electrician was telling us. Let me see what else we got here on WENY. Let's see. Nothing. Okay, I think that's about it. We have nothing falls out on Let's see. On we have already had that WNBF. Penny Saver, anything pops out? I'm just checking the remaining news things. We talked about that one. What was that? Ross Park. Yeah, we talked about that Friday. Feast of the Zoo. So I think that's about it, folks, as far as what I have to present here on the Friday morning coffee broadcast. And we're going to wrap this up, I think, here. We're at 2 hours. Is it 2 hours already? Holy crap. Okay. We're already at 2 hours. 2 hours. Okay, 2 hours and 3 minutes. So we're going to go ahead and exit stage left. I want to say thank you to our good friend, my fellow broadcaster, my brother veteran, Tony D. Thank you for coming in at the beginning of the broadcast. Greatly appreciated. And I'll make sure I have the Facebook up. I slipped on getting the Facebook up. Man. It's a Monday, so it's going to happen as far as that goes. We couldn't get the Facebook up for some. No, I just forgot to push the button, folks. And as far as that goes, and you too, Double J's, you have a great weekend. Thank you for being here, my friend. Like I said, greatly appreciated. You have a great weekend again. Catch you on the next. Yeah, and you're always welcome there, Double J's. Greatly appreciate it, and thank you for being here. You have a great day today and week as far as that goes. And let's see, we're going to say thank you to, let's see, after Tony, who came in? We had Tina, a Jersey girl. She was here for the first hour. Thank you, Tina. Tim Fanforti coming in from Michigan. Thank you, Tim, and hope all is well with you. Yeah, my audio is good. Thank you very much on that. Tim Fanforti, we like seeing him coming in on the YouTube side. And we had Masa coming in from Las Vegas, our DOD folk. He did the musicians there. He's an Air Force veteran. Thank you, Air Force, a brother veteran there from the Air Force. EOD, that's what I wanted. Explosive Ordnance Disposal on the Air Force. He dealt with the bombs. We pushed him in there to deactivate the bombs before we went in with the fire department. Thank you, Masa. We had a 0.05 inches of rain in Las Vegas. Greatly appreciate you there. We had what else did we have?
Captain
We had
Captain Rehab.
Oh, we'll get to him. I got to go down the list here. So, as they come into the thing, we don't want you're jumping the gun just like Captain Rehab. Is Captain Rehab paying you to? Is there a thing going on there, Captain Rehab? Huh? Thank you, Deplorable. He's out there in Western Pennsylvania, just across the border from Olean, New York, and thank you for being there. Liberty was here from the Buffalo, Niagara region. Thank you, Liberty, over there on Rumble. The same thing with Deplorable. And Captain Rehab, finally. Captain Rehab was here from the city of brotherly love. Thank you, Captain Rehab, for being here. Thank you for the insight on the sports. Greatly appreciate it. Sports just like Tony D, even though you two guys go at it and stuff like that. But you guys know the players. I respect that. That's a true sports fan when you know the names. I'm half-assed with the names. I'll admit that. And let's see, who else do we have? I think that's it. Captain Rehab. Oh, and Double J. Oh, Big Juice. Big Juice was here. Big Juice from Steve from Ohio. Thank you. We'll see how the Cavaliers. He's a big Cavalier fan. He's not worried the loss of the first. I wouldn't be either if the Celtics lost their first game. And we had, of course, Double J's. He was here. Thank you, Double J's. Again, you're always welcome. And thank you for all those people in the chat. Thank you for those people that were watching here on Rumble, Locals, YouTube, Twitch, X Live, and Locals. Or Kick, I should say, Kick. And we appreciate that. We will be having a Mixcloud broadcast tomorrow, so check me out. The link is going to be posted over there when I get done with it tomorrow morning. Usually it's a couple minutes right after I get done with the broadcast. It's a recorded live right here at the computer desk. I present 8 songs over there on Mixcloud, the Tioga Radio Show, and we'll have fun with that. Where I play the hashtag #WantToBeRadioDJ, and at Fireman Rich over there on X. That's my mainstay for all these social media platforms, and there's a group of them. I have like a dozen places I post things at. So if you want to see where else I'm at, just Google Fireman Rich, or just check the links out at the various platforms you may be watching this on and stuff. But X is my mainstay, at Fireman Rich, of course. And I guess with that, you all have a great Monday. We had a good start here, even though it was a little shaky-jakey with the audio here and stuff. I'm a stickler on audio. So you all have a great one wherever you may be on this big blue marble. Live life. Have fun. Ciao for now. As always, peace. You all take care. And see you Wednesday. We come back for Wednesday's morning coffee. Take care, folks. Live life. Have fun. Ciao for now. Thank you for being here.